switched off the lights. Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. Don't understand how you could do without this. Even out here in the burbs, there are still places like that home that bear eyeballing better. Much harder to see outside now. Looks like the groover's arm needs to be nudged to get the needle in position and hear the melodisc's message. This plastivinyl clue in a chit-chat code. Lucky I'm still old enough to decipher it. It's about an undercovered place, just a trip trek not far from here. Don't let the dangers spoil your day. Here is the village called Diddlingdoo by those lucky enough to live there. Let's see. That's a fixer-upper. Individuals used to flip places like that. Imagine picking up a whole house. Whatever you do it right, or don't do it at all. You need to give the tensioners a matching adjustment. That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck. Hold on to that. More raw for your crafting. That's a crossway up ahead, like a question waiting for an answer. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. It's make your own scrap day. You need to get the Optica controls in order to start it. Excellent. That's illuminating. When a story comes to you, pay attention. Careful, nothing's sneaking up on you. A monster snoozes hereabouts. Don't just rattle those keys. Goodbye to another night. That's the hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. nice shot. That's the good stuff. You need to turn the pegs in sync. You really put a spin on it. You just found a fixer-upper. Wonder what finally broke it down. Just put one foot in front of the other. Easy. You run like the wind. Metal that's scrapped, always shiny and chrome. That old home's still relatively together. You need to give the tensioners a matching adjustment. That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck. injured. Blackness covers the world like a blanket. That wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. Nothing's more important right now than this. The Surge Surf factory. Let's see. Toxanol's mining led to mass deforestation and increased global warming, as nature couldn't absorb the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions without the trees. These irreversible changes to the climate also contributed to the evolution and modified our genetic code. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go, but says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths. It was a tragedy, but also sad that you chose to leave. It's a miracle you made it on the outside on your own. That land is harsh, they say. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay your own course. Ultimately, it's your choice. You were the one to be wronged and have lived with the consequences. He believes in consequence as it's a direct result of action.
It's like the whole world is glowing.
Oh, shine like that and the dark disappears.
Now that's the right idea, Dark. Just disappear.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't like me.
I don't!
Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate? Glad to hear that. He only wishes he was that sure about himself. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Thinks that kind of diversity brings strength. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths. But there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-go-in. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it. It's definitely made to lend a helping hand and do the heavy lifting. Toxinol records mention it as an automaton made for moving bionucleus matter into storage areas. Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos. A surge surf factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power, until the surf turned into goo and clogged it all up, that is. The power comes from turning the movement of the surf into surge sparks. Sometimes science is beyond belief. There are sure to be more tracks around here, maybe by the shore. Best part of a mount? No need to refuel. Impressed you found that, despite all the goo. This place has held power for a long time. In many ways, it still does. Anything that's been ruined can be fixed, but it took a long time to get this bad. It'll take a long time to clean it up, too. Glad you found that track. There's a lot to learn about this world, both here and beyond. Seems to hold up. It's shockingly dark out there. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Heroes make for the best stories. Oh, it's locked. Needs a key. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. You have a good eye for that stuff. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Don't lose your way in the blackness. The end is coming to the world, and everything else.
Malo ang Japan talaga.
He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick.
Dinang veraj.
Well, he means slick as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny.
Non pakalan ni pala.
He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out.
Non pakalan ni pala.
He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow.
Hindi tara chowshin.
He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute.
Non pakalan ni pala.
Wiz heard he's currently stranded at the end of the line, so it should be easier to track him down now compared to when he's running rails. Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one.
Basta to kunto pa.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Can't break it down any more than that. Small things for your big ideas. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Daytime is the best time to get things done.
No, Kasaba.
Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him.
Papatisba.
Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way.
Koyaba.
Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track or look for a way to hit that switch?
Kodo.
You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path.
Pampatsuda.
Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be.
Paramaro.
Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you switch tracks or keep chugging along the one you're on?
Kambasapate pata.
Thinks everyone has. No one's perfect every time.
Muy canton pasapata chuchuchu.
Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again.
So dokudo.
Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around.
Ko. Sap.
But let's not get derailed.
So dokudo.
Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station.
No, Kasaba.
As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo-Choo.
Kambasapate pata.
He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless of the situation.
No, Kasaba.
Says sometimes life runs off the rails, but it's always better when they're good and greased.
Pa.
He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself.
Pa.
This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get back on track.
Kompata.
Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugger-chugger out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him.
Paramaro.
Says he knew you would, like he knows the way the rails run. Pick up the pace race. The Wing Nut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. knuckle pie. You can't wait to get out, can you? Ouch! You can do this. Knock 'em flat. Great shot. That's a good find. Try to be friends with the beast. Choo Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. Wants to keep it there in case of an emergency, but realized it's long overdue already. The world crumbling and all. Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Seems glad you think so. You're on the right rail. Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place. So, says you covered the important things already. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it now. Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him. He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself. Says he can't see the end of your rails, but if you grease them up good, he hopes you'll enjoy an easier ride. Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be, and no rails needed. Needs no rails, no roads, nothing but air. The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could take you. Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Knows you'll go great places with it and do some good. Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
After spending a life on the rails, he's eager to ride the skies with you. Just let him pack his rollerboard and he'll roll aboard. Choo Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. You can't really understand your story till it's done. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merc Puff until the octopod is properly armed.
Binang Velach.
He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition.
Kanapan katal ila tuntun.
He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before they go off. It's like a bomb on a stick that moves really fast. Doesn't riding a beast like this feel good? That's a bang plant, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. There are things out there waiting for you. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. That's sure to be useful. The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the Merc Puff where it counts. He hopes so, as there's no Plan B, or more correctly, Plan C. Out of Date has named this Plan B. Plan A was to take on the World Eaters by foot, or flaps in this case. Turns out swimming down there was a bad idea. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos, scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the Merc Puff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos. He used to run a pet shop stocked with guppos, but since they've become more difficult to find, he's diverted his attention to make them grow in numbers instead of giving them away. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. Could be a monster napping here at any time of day. The tribes need someone to unite them. Give a key a shot. Smackdown. More scrap for you. A bric-brac that's still standing. Now, that's a find. This is Burblebottom, residence of Gill.
Tayon Gardaway, Fodison.
Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on his miniature shore, but nothing as exciting as you. Claims to have been born swimming, but he must flap-flop clear of it during these dark days. It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against? It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away. Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Seems to him that there's always another wave coming along. Can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on gooless goo. The world is going to live. Can't thank you enough for fighting against the goo. Happy you ride alongside the Myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with. Says they shine so bright, they glitter on the waves. But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right? He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there. Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison. Claims the surf is poison now. Anything that drinks it becomes poison too, including the Tree of Life. His friend Wiz needs guppos for one reason or another, and Gill is ready to point you in the right direction. But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting. If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has in mind. Figures he's always been a friend to Wiz, and now he can be one to you too. This thing needs new bound sorbers. This is Guppy Grotto. easy to lose track of time down here. You always find good use for things like that. Locked. A breeze would be wonderful right now.